Good morning. I'm early today, exploring the best coffee shop in Liverpool, or the nearest to me. We'll see. Thank you very much. Messi first. I published an article 5 days ago in the Sport in which I was saying they're still talking, nothing has been agreed. I heard and seen published that it was all going to happen on the 24th on his birthday. It was all going to happen the 1st of July, which is today. Not yet. They are negotiating things that have to do with financial fair play, wages as well, and a tax situation which is interesting. They want to pay him, they should pay him in 2 years in 5. But that's got obviously a tax implication. They'll have to decide on that before it all gets agreed. Secondly, Rafa Benitez at Everton. I told you not only that it will happen, also that it's not a bad idea. I published today an article in the BBC in which I give the explanation from his point of view why it's important in his career to give this step. And in my eyes, this Everton is a little bit like the Liverpool that he found in 2004. Gerard Houllier was before him, so a foreign manager that had introduced a series of things but still needed a jump, and you find the same after Ancelotti, another foreign manager. Rafa Benitez comes in and will give a push towards modernity, getting the club where it should be, putting even stronger foundations for that to happen. And that's so important. That goes from the academy to the way they train to the coaching staff. Everything will make a jump and everybody will have to work hard. And I think Rafa Benitez is the man to lead Everton into that place. What's that place? To be in Europe regularly, for instance, to start with. So yes, it's time to celebrate that 35 years ago, 2 days ago, Maradona and Argentina won the World Cup in '86. And that's something that obviously gets reflected in the book that is going to come out in English on the 8th of July. And there's lots of anecdotes and stories that explain the person and the character that he became. There is the sociology that I use to try to explain the context, but the psychology as well, and a lot of football. But did I ever explain to you the story of how he ended up signing a Balague United shirt? I was in Amman in Jordan. I was going to interview him in front of the public for SoccerX, and basically what happened there was that we met in the green room, which is what happens when, before we actually went public. You break the ice a little bit. He was surrounded by loads of people and he enjoyed being the center of the attention. But then, just before we got into the stage, there were Argentina shirts and the Balague United one at the end. I was told, just put it at the end because he has to sign these first. He'd never signed any Argentina shirt and said, what's this? And it took me 10 seconds to display Balague United, Step 5, 9th division in England. And he says, do you want me to hold the shirt? Yes. For a photograph? Yes, of course. Do you want me to sign it? Yes, please sign it. And that was the moment. That shirt is hanging in the Hall of Fame, in the clubhouse, in the Kids Hospice Care Stadium, next to others like Xabi Alonso, or Harry Kane, or Pochettino, or Pep Guardiola, and many more. If you're in the Bedfordshire area, come and see us. Now for the 11. On goal, Courtois. That save to Ruben Diaz. And at the end, to Andre Silva, meant that Belgium could go to the next round. He has been so solid throughout the tournament. I'm going to play a 3-4-3. So at the back, Christensen, who against Wales started as a centre-back, but moved to the centre midfield, and Wales could not respond to that. Denmark was absolutely superb, and Parley was down to him. The other two centre-backs, Maguire and John Stones, who are doing a wonderful job, no goals conceded. Maguire tried once or twice to actually drive with the ball. Didn't come out well for him because I think there wasn't the same synchronization with the team. They didn't expect that to happen. Lost the ball, so didn't try again. It would be nice if both of them could do a little bit more of that to give unpredictability to the attack of England, but in any case, they defended very well. They deserve to be in the team. Another Danish, Maele, it's in the team for one of the four midfielders. He played on the left-hand side, but also on the right-hand side as a wing-back, and he did that wonderfully. He's intense, he puts really good crosses in. The other winger that I want there is Spinazzola, another player that plays on both sides really, but I'll put him on the left-hand side, and what you have with him, yet again, is crosses, but intensity, trying to recover the ball. He dribbles. He has been electric in this tournament. In the middle, Pedri, who was just outstanding with Spain. Everything he did well. Gave fluidity to the side, recovered the ball too, made filtered passes to the attackers, and he has played every single minute with Spain so far. And the other one is Xhaka, who against France was absolutely crucial. He will miss the next round against Spain, but he was a leader. Defensively was great, but he started attacks as well with intelligence. Top performance by the midfield. And up front, Sterling, of course. Said it yesterday, I repeat it. The most important England player of the last 3 decades. Not only a regular goal scorer, he opens up the scores in many games. Scored 3 so far. And generally, he just tries to dribble all the time. Goes for it. Benzema has been not only scoring twice for France against Switzerland, but also allowing the fluidity of the attack of France to create a lot of chances. Not everybody was at his level. Griezmann played well. Certainly Mbappe didn't. But the problem of France was at the back, not up front. Finally, Dolberg. He wouldn't have been playing. He's only played 99 minutes, but scored twice against Wales. 3 shots on target, 2 goals, and he wouldn't be playing if Poulsen had not been injured. He's taken advantage of his opportunity, the 23-year-old that plays for Nice, and he is in the team of the last 16, for me anyway.